your party that fool. Now why you call us me? I tell you.
Get the best of news, views, and entertainment on Truth FM 96.1.
Join your party that fool. Now why you call us me? I tell you call us me with everybody. My Liberian people who you want.
Hey, what's up? This is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Join me in Providence, Rhode Island, and let us see Global East Coast family for a summer extravaganza 2023, July 21st to the 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. It is a fundraiser. We must protect our vote. On Friday, it's a meet and greet. On Saturday, a mini tournament. And on Saturday, there will be a ball where we'll have the fundraiser. And on Sunday, we will have a church service at the Baptist Church. And also, we'll have and celebrate the Liberty Party and the ANC. Come and support your candidate, Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky. The Fixer 1 and Fixer 2. Come with the money, come with the checkbook. I will see you in Rhode Island. Your MC is Munel Kishen, aka the General. So let's put our money where our mouth is. We must support Alex Cummings and Charlene Bronsky as the next leader of Liberia come October 10, 2023. I love you all. CPP, ANC, Liberty Party, all the way.
My Liberian people, who you want? Who you want?
Express confidence in the ability of the National Elections Commission to conduct a credible election in October. The Moserado County District Number 2 representative
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. And we are on, and we will be joining studio very soon. And this is Munel Kishan, aka the General. And also, don't forget to be in Raw Island on the 21st to the 22nd to the 23rd of this month. It is a summer extravaganza and in Raw Island. So let's us just give 2 more minutes and we will be so please share the video. Share the video. Please share the video. Today we got things as usual. We speak on WhatsApp how for Alex Carter. That's all you can do for us. Share the video and thank you again. Um, on Friday, it's Ex-leader of Liberia. Okay, Siddiqui, what's up?
I'm doing good. Good afternoon, folks. Good afternoon if you're listening to us. This is the General Show. Welcome to Truth 96.1. We come on every Wednesday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so today is our last day in the week of our editions of our program that we do every week. Radio around you, don't go far away, because we're going to take some musical break, and then from there we'll bring the host of the show on. And so today in studio, we're going to talk about happenings in Liberia and provide a clear direction to you. And so this is Siliki Kumar, the co-host of the show, and the host of the show is Mr. Monique Kishen, aka the General. And so keep following as we take the musical break. In the next 1 or 2 minutes, we'll be back shortly. Thank you.
And let us celebrate with the ANC Global East Coast family for a summer extravaganza 2023, July 21st to the 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. It is a fundraiser. We must protect our vote. On Friday, it's a meet and greet. On Saturday, a mini tournament. And on Saturday, there will be a ball where we'll have the fundraiser. And on Sunday, we will have a church service at the Tabernacle Baptist, the Liberty Party, and the ANC. Come and support your candidate, Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky, the Fixer 1 and Fixer 2. Come with the money, come with the checkbook. I will see you in Rhode Island. Your MC is Munel Kishen, aka the General. So come. Okay, and I'm having a problem here with my computer, Siddiqui. So Siddiqui, can you hear me right now? You muted, Siddiqui. You muted.
Okay, you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. I can hear you now. I can hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Okay,
yes,
so
yes,
folks,
yes.
good afternoon. You are welcome on the General Show. So now we're going to start the show. We are bringing in the General while we're working to bring Sandra on, one of our co-panelists. And so, welcome, General. Good morning from your end, and good afternoon from there.
Yeah, good morning, Siriki, and thank you. Good afternoon and good morning to those of you in America and other parts of the world, and good evening also to other people. And this is the General Show live on 96.1 and on True FM. And I want to make this disclaimer, and whatever we say has nothing to do with the True FM family. We are just a special entity. We are here to promote the CPP. We are here to sell Charlene Bronskin and Mr. Cummings to you people to let you know that they are the best alternative. And we're not going to waste too much time because we have gone 25 minutes already, 17 minutes already into this show because of the network and other problems. But we will not stop giving the message. Liberian people, elections is just less than 100 days. We are just around the corner. We will be making a decision at the ballot box. I want you to open your eyes, open your ears. Liberia is your responsibility. It's my responsibility. Right now in your possession, you are very powerful. You got one vote. It has one vote. Everybody's entitled to one vote. And your vote is your right. It is your constitutional right. So we want you to use it wisely. We all make mistakes. In 2017, we all made mistakes in 2005, but we can get it right. The destiny of Liberia is with us. Don't let no one fool you. Don't let no one tell you what to do with your vote. At least make that decision, because whatever decision we make this 2023, we'll have to live with it. Election has consequences. There are a lot of people on the field right now. Thank God we don't have 22 candidates anymore, so it made it easy for us. But no disrespect to other political parties, we have been looking at 3 political parties. We have been looking at 3 political candidates. You have Mr. Weah, you got Mr. Boaka, and you got Mr. Cummings. And now we saw Tiawon Gonglo in the race, and then we got Sarah Beslow, and we got Dr. Monimba. These are all fine Liberians. Everybody, it is their right. It's not your time. No, it is your time. If it's not your time now, and when will be your time? So please do not tell another Liberian. It is the right of Sarah Beslow. But let me give you guys this short message. This is what you go to look at. Let me tell you about Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings, since 2016, when he got into this race, 2017, Mr. Cummings gave us a clear path. Mr. Cummings, are we live?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Cummings, good morning, good afternoon, and Shadrach. Yeah,
Good afternoon,
Mr. Cummings gave us a clear path. He came up with a beautiful agenda. He said, this is what I want to work with. This is what I'm presenting to the Liberian people, and this is what we can do as citizens. He got something called the 5 watts, and how he broke it down. He said, listen, we need infrastructure. Within infrastructure, we got electricity. My people, Liberian people, electricity, they're not nothing small. Let me tell you the real truth. If any country want to move forward, electricity is what you need first. Because if you get electricity, you get good schools, you get good hospital, your jobs will continue, people will come in the country and create jobs. Also, the electrician, the people can do electrician work, they will get job. The businessmen will be selling electric wire. Everybody will get a share. Then in our infrastructure, yes, we need roads, but also we need water. Water is all part of infrastructure. It will create jobs. We need to get good drinking water in the country. We can't be, not everybody can afford it to go buy water in a plastic bag or water in a bottle. You can't afford it. So we need good drinking water. That means bring it, tell you, us community together. We're not sitting to say, oh, Liberia, certain group of people. No, Liberia for us. I'm a savior. I sit here, I feeding it. I feel it. That's why I'll be in Liberia. That's why I went to Liberia and register, because I must say I got to vote. I am a Liberian. No, Liberian. Nobody more Liberian than me, and I'm not more Liberian than anybody. Then we're talking about when you get good water, you will not get typhoid fever. The malaria, all these things will run away. The diarrhea, we will not just and suffer from all these things. So then we talk about internet. You sitting in Morovia, you won't call somebody way in Nigeria. When you go look, the telephone can't work, the internet not working. We got fiber optic in Labrador, my people. Y'all know we got fiber optic in Labrador, one of the best, but we're not using it. Then from there, all these three things here, the three major things here, they will create job. We can't be looking at government every day. Oh, government will give me job. No, government should create the avenue so that people will bring jobs in the country. We can't steal from the people when they come in the country. The man bring his money, then you won't cut the money. Then how can the man will create job? Then at the same time, I must say, yeah, I can come to Labrador now and say, I'm not cold water. I can employ somebody. That is what we're talking about. That how job creation come about. But everybody can work in government. But the government must protect everybody to make sure you get job. Then we're talking about farming. We eating rice every day. We can whole day we get garden. We can't even plant pepper. So the government say we will put plenty of money into it too. The women say for third world country, you should put plenty of money in the agriculture. That means you get big farm, you will do everything. The fisheries, we will get fishing company. We got plenty of fish in our country. But the other people can come and fishing and carry the fish. The small fish we get are the one that will stay there. Then also we need school. Don't you think our children are supposed to go to school? Our children can be selling cold water, selling plastic bags, selling potato chips whole day because the woman can't afford it. The woman got to fry the color. She can't afford it to send the children. She can't afford it to send the children to school. She herself, she got to be in the market. Not because my mom used to sell color, that means I should sell color. Our children can't be selling color all the time. Our children got to go to school. But we can't do nothing to the woman because you know what? There's no free education. That's why Mr. Cummings said, listen, the whole education thing here, we got to train the teachers first. When we train the teachers, we will get good school. You can't just put one building down. The people building school, they ain't get gym, they ain't get football fee, they ain't get nothing. Because the government don't care. You get a minister of education, he gets school. You get a deputy minister, he get business. You get minister of finance and commerce, they say get business. What time you yourself will get your own? They don't care, they all about themselves. Then Mr. Cummings said, listen, when we do all these things here, we will teach our children. We will teach our children the right way. Then there will be no garbage in, garbage out. Then from there, Mr. Cummings talk about you come to health. You got to go to hospital. There's something called primary health care. My people, you can be in Nima County and come all the way to Morovia. You can be in Lofa County. By the time you're sick, you got to come to Morovia. You in Maryland, you got to come to Morovia. They get something called primary health care. I mean, every community will get small little clinic and will get everything in there. You don't need to run from Lokintown to go to Redemption Hospital. We got money. The country is rich, my people. That is why Mr. Cummings been saying it here every day since 2017. Mr. Cummings going around the country. Mr. Cummings now go on all the radio stations. Now, I want you to listen to this. All the people who come in, when you listen to Tiawan Gonglo saying the same thing. But at the same thing Mr. Cummings is talking about, you listen to Dr. Monimba, he said the same thing. He said, my people, we need to create jobs. We need to get jobs for our people. Jobs. Security. We need to protect our people. You listen to Sarah Beslow, she's saying the same thing. You listen to Dr. Monimba, they're saying the same thing. Nothing new Mr. Cummings been telling. It's the same thing Mr. Cummings is saying that we can create jobs. But Mr. Cummings make it simple. So what you need to look at now, who's ready? We need manager for Liberia. We need somebody that will face the economy. And Mr. Cummings is the one who prepared. Mr. Cummings told us the other day, he said, if I'm president, when I become president, I will increase the budget to $1 billion. Everybody start crying. Oh, man, Mr. Cummings, you know what he's talking about. Today, our government increased the budget to $785 million, and still they can't make it. Because you know what? Every one of them stealing. Ask yourself the question, who was Jefferson Koji 5 years ago? Who was Nathaniel Magay 5 years ago? Who was Alex Statter 15 years ago? All these people were broke. Who was getting slow. 17 years. All these people are broke. They ever got a business, they ain't get no business. But today, who are they? They're rich. You can see them. They get money. They're driving good cars. Their children can fly out of the country. When they're sick, they go to hospital in Ivory Coast. They go to hospital. They come to hospital in America. But when our people sick, we can't go to JFK because nothing there. Our people can't find job. That is why the children stay still in the street. The government, the children brought to power. All the government can do, they just get your money. The country get drugs. They get some drug they call the kush. And the kush, the children walking just a zombie in the country. It's sad about people. If we don't make the right decision, we will suffer. CDC and UP, they're not right for Liberia. We need to try new people. And let me say this to us before I come to my people in the studio. If you think the government you put in power is okay, then keep it. Please don't go backward. Please do not go backward. We must go forward. If you don't like the government, if the government is not doing the right thing, we must find a new ideas. You can't say, oh, I got to go back because the other government, at least, no, in politics, there's nothing at least. The man who stole $5 yesterday and the man who's stealing $10 today, two of them are raw. And let me say this again. We must pray for Liberia. All the things we're doing, we must pray. Everything you see we're doing when you're going to sleep, say, God, please help Liberia. God, please help my people. Don't pray to be president. Mr. Cummings, do not pray to be president for Liberia. Mr. Cummings can pray for wisdom. Mr. Cummings pray for honesty. He pray for God to protect him. So plenty of people praying for Mr. Cummings. I'm not talking for nobody here. I'm talking to the people who always arguing. Don't listen to our politicians. They just lying to us every day. When they read it, they cost Mr. Cummings. And I challenge them. None of them can debate Mr. Cummings. None of them can criticize Mr. You yourself, you can't criticize Mr. Cummings. All you dare when you read it, you lie. You say, oh, Mr. Cummings, the men are gay. Mr. Cummings is not. Mr. Cummings is a married man. His wife living in Liberia. He get 2 children. He get 5 grandchildren. We need to stop lying on people. Because even if Mr. Cummings okay, yeah, I will not support him. Sidiki said will not support him. But we know the human being. Liberian people would love to lie on our friend there. We need to stop lying. We need to stop. When they ain't nothing on you, then they will lie. Every day we can hear, oh, Ellen Johnson supporting the man. Oh, this man just coming. This man ain't just coming. This man retired. This man, he's a celebrity to George Weah. George Weah ain't do nothing with me president. Ellen Johnson ain't do nothing for Liberia. We made him president. Charles ain't do nothing for Liberia. We made him president. Then when it comes to Mr. Cummings, oh, why Mr. Cummings can create job? If that is a job, then why you vote for Bernard Yure too? Why you vote for Oscar Cooper? Because all these people, there are plenty of people working with them. But Mr. Cummings is saying that we must respect our workers. The men are driving for you. He's too important. The woman or the man that can cook your food in the house, they're important. The children are selling water, they're important. But not because my man sell water, I'm going to sell water too now. I'm going to say, I suffer, I sell bread in Looking Town. You want my children to sell bread too? No. My children can't sell bread. That is why I sold the bread and I make myself. I never used computer in my life before. I came to America before I used computer. But today, they got people who struggling, the children can use computer in Liberia. We got young children graduating from school this time. This time, you can't find no 25-year-old, 30-year-old man graduating from school. So young children, they graduated from the age of 18. Some people struggling, they send their children to school. We sitting down here every day, we trying, we hustling, just to send people to school. My people are hurting us. We're hurting us. If Liberia not fixed, all of us will suffer. Mr. Cummings will suffer. You will suffer. I will suffer. Everybody, Sidiki, we all will suffer. I don't want you to put another 6 years on your age. The old politician fool us. I'm not here to fool you. I'm not here to look for it. If I come to Liberia, I want to do my small business. When I employ 2-3 persons, that 2-3 family are now employed right there. I should be a job creator, not a job seeker. But door to door, we must talk to our brothers and sisters. This election is important than any election. This election, our own brother and sister, they will fight us. But you must stand. Don't just go in community. Don't argue with people. Don't fight with nobody. Let everybody make the decision. If you dig the hole and you pour pepper seed, you will grow pepper. No matter what you do, stop thinking. Don't love the politician. They're not your mind apart. You suffering and suffering. The people getting rich every day. That is why when you're running for office, it's not about you winning. We saw these people, they're fooling us. They lied to us. Senator Dillon lied to us, we're making senator. Senator Yombly lied to us, we make a senator. 18 years, they collected money. She collected money from 30,000. Ara Great, for the last 12 years, he took 30,000. When you go in District 8 today, nothing in District 8. You go to West Point today, Solomon George can show you anything in District 7 down West Point area. You go to Lokinta, Abu Kamara can show you nothing. You go to Point 4, Jason Sibo can show you nothing. You go to District 17. You go to District 1, but they're coming back to you now to tell you, say, oh, don't all the thing they're talking, you rather be with the devil, you know, no, devil, that devil. It is your right. You can change it, you can change it, you can change it. Don't let them fool you. The same old people running around, listen to the other side. When you listen to the other side can tell you nothing. They can't tell you how they will fix the economy. They can't tell you how they will create jobs. They're not even going on the radio station. They're not talking nothing. Mr. Cummings now go to Nima. He now go to Maryland. He now go to Grand Gila. He now go to River G. He going all over the place because he doing all this thing here because Mr. Cummings will decentralize the government. You can't be in River G and come to Monrovia to collect your paycheck. You can't be in Maryland and come all the way to Monrovia. Monrovia is not Liberia. And Mr. Cummings is saying that you can be Crew Male, Basso Male, Mandingo Male, and Gio, Mano, and Grobo. You are Liberian, fresh. You can be Pele. You can be what kind of tribe? Christian, Muslim. That is why today Mr. Cummings got so young children. That the young children will take us into the 21st century, my people. Y'all look around, the young children graduating like hell. So, my people, we begging you. This election is not about I elect the man. If you think that Mr. Cummings can do the work, don't worry about the other people. Vote. Don't say, oh, you know the people say they want Mr. What you say, what is your decision? My decision is my decision. Whether you can say you don't like Mr. Cummings, but I know in myself, I'm not looking for friendship, because if I was looking for friendship, I will go to President Weah. But I'm not looking for friendship. Liberia, that's a big country. Like my family, not bigger than Liberia. So because I know that Mr. Cummings and Charlene can do the work, that is why I will vote for them. You must believe in something. What you believe in as a citizen. Don't look at the next man and say, oh, the people say, I don't care what happened, that UP will bring back. We can't bring UP back to power. Because UP and CDC been for 17 years, and we see nothing. No job. Our children graduating, no work. They can't go nowhere. So let me stop right here, because I can tell you now, I can lecture you and tell you my chart. I'm speaking from my heart, and I put the paper on one side. Because the country we get, called Liberia. That's the country that God gave us. Nobody is more Liberian than me. No candidate is more Liberian than Mr. Cummings and Charlene. And they said they don't know Liberian than the other people. When we read it, I will say Congo people, Congo people. What make them Congo? When Mr. Cummings sending the children to school, when he was buying a generator, when he was giving them to UL, when he built a school in Nima County, when he built a Cummings Academy, that Congo business. When you go buy the food, they can ask if you Pele or you Mandingo. If you get in a test, they can tell you, say, oh, my man, I want to know what are you Sidishan. When you go to the gas station to go buy the gas for $5, they can't ask you for your tribe. When you go buy the Omar Kara, they can't ask you for your tribe. We need to stop it. We need to put Liberia first. If I'm selling cold water, tomorrow I'm going to sell ice. Tomorrow I should get stove. Not because my pa was security to Mr. Brown, that means I should be security to Mr. Brown. No. My pa that security man, so tomorrow I will be somebody better too. Not because your man used to cook for Mr. Smith, that means you yourself will cook for Mr. Smith too, and cook for Mr. Smith's children. No. That is why Mr. Cummings is saying that we should respect labor, dignity of labor. If the day we get dignity of that, means you respect the man that's sweeping. You respect the man for what he's doing. It will be good. When you see the man sweeping the street, you don't pour die there. You yourself keep the die in your pocket. You yourself need to sweep in front of your house. Let's be honest here. We need to do it together, but we need government to help us do it. It's just like you in the house. If your mom and pa don't tell you to study, you're not studying. If your mom smoking weed, smoking opium every day, you yourself will smoke opium. But when your mom and pa, they discipline you, they say you will go to church. They say don't disrespect nobody. You will not disrespect nobody. But the government don't care. The government don't care. They drive on the opposite lane. Government officials, the people who sort of abide by the rules more than anything, they drive on the opposite lane. I bet you if you go to the house right now and ask them, how many lawmakers get driver license? They will not tell you. They ain't get driver license. They ain't get driver license. All the guy in the pocket is the big red book to show that they are legislators. They are big people. Let me go to Siddiqui and go to Shadrach and let them tell us what's going on in Liberia. We all know our president went to Israel, but I will tell you the real story about Israel. We got to be very careful, Liberians. We got to talk about it. They want to hack our election. Anything that do with computer, internet, they can hack it. Liberia is not sophisticated enough to stop it. We got the info already, and we got to be very, very careful, and we should call on NEC. If NEC want to help the Liberian people, they need to look for, because they call cyber attack. They got the people who will be watching the internet to make sure that no foreign people, because the information we got there, they got people coming from Israel that want to hack our election. I'm saying it today, that the information, because right now in Sierra Leone, that's the news that are going on until the EU say they want to see the data. So you will go and vote. While you think you're voting, the vote going different place. And also to get people who running around the country and saying that, oh, if you don't see Mr. Cummings on the ANC, don't vote. No, Mr. Cummings will be on the CPP ticket. You will see the big CPP with two logos. You will see Charlene Bronsky and you will see Mr. Cummings. There will be no ANC by itself. There will be no ANC by itself. Then again, our brother and sister who going all in the community lying to our people. They say, oh, you know, Mr. Cummings is not gay. Mr. Cummings is not a gay. So we will tell the people, Mr. Cummings cannot stand it, but Mr. Cummings will not go against nobody. I must say, yeah, gay, let them live. But I don't want gay in my family. I pray to God. My people, we got plenty of things on the table. Our people sorry. Every day we just lying to our people, lying to our people. We can't do it again. We need to stop lying on innocent people. By the time you see the person coming down the street, oh, that man has steal money. You don't even know the man. Some people know me, they can say all kinds of things. I must say I'm voting. I'm a voter. So Siddiqui, come in, then from there we'll go to Shadrach and tell me what is going and what's on your mind. Today is Friday. It's the last day of the show. We come on 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesdays, Friday. Please let your people know this show is for the Liberian people. Whether you're Siddiqui, you can call. Whether you're from ALP, you can call and give your view. But when you call, please be respectful. We're not there to insult, because we will live, we will talk to each other after October 10th, and we are Liberians. Come in, Siddiqui.
Yeah, let's have a Santra. Santra, what do you
come in, Shadrach?
Okay, General, thank you so much. Now in Liberia, the leading information that we are getting is the biggest press conference that will be coming out from Henry Petro Costa, and the news speculating around that Henry Petro Costa will be pledging his support to Joseph Boakai, and not Joseph Boakai, but to George Manneh Weah. And then he had interview yesterday with VOA, and he make it clear that he will not be pledging his support to George Weah. But we should wait and see on Monday. He will be telling us who he pledging his support to. So every one of us, we are waiting to hear who Herring Petro Costa will be pledging his support to. Okay, you talk about Mr. Cummings' agenda, and he talk about agriculture. He talk about job creation, and he talk about teachers training, and he talk about education. Then I will ask people, Joseph Yuman Buaka, who now is the rescue team leader, he served as a minister for agriculture. What are some of the farm that he have in Liberia? He have nothing to show us. Like the health sectors, he served as vice president for 12 years. But yet still, if he gets sick, he go all over the country for treatment. And our poor parents that don't have money to go out of the country for treatment, whenever they are sick, they die. 2 days ago at the GFK hospital, a lady by the name of Hawa Momo, she went to do a x-ray, and then she carried $20. And the $20 she carried was in Liberian dollars. And the nurse looked at her and told her that the $20 is just to see the doctor. And later, they gave her paper to go out to get medicine. I want to tell you, if you vote for Mr. Cummings, under Mr. Cummings' administrator, we will have good health care. We'll have good health care. You'll not be going all over the country for treatment. If you go to GFK, we'll give you good treatment at GFK. Medicine will be in all of the hospitals, because now most of the medicine are supposed to be in the hospital. Our government official, they take it, they carry it in their own private clinic. And the Liberians, they are suffering. So we need to make up our mind. We need to stand up and make the right decision. Let us vote for Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings now is the only choice for Liberia. We are suffering. Let us not go back in the suffering for another 6 more years. If 6 years out to your age, how will your life end up? I can tell people now, this election, we should take it with our whole heart. Let us vote for the right choice. We shouldn't just vote because we want to vote because maybe of party mandate. No, now it's not a party mandate. Let us vote for the future of our children. Let us vote for the future of our unborn generation. Now let's see how the youth life look in Liberia. Liberians, I beg you, please, especially to our youth, it is time for us to stand up and make the right choice and vote for Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings is the only choice. Mr. Cummings will bring change to Liberia. We know that if Mr. Cummings be the president for Liberia comes October 10, Liberia will rise again. Thank you.
Thank you, Shadrach. You said it all. And to our Liberians, our people, to the woman who down the waterside there, to Ma Sarah, Ma Joa, and Ma Kema, we are talking to our people. We must make the right decision this time around. We must go door to door. If you want change in Liberia, close your eyes this time. Change is not easy. It can't come overnight. It's easier for you to break the house down, but it's hard for you to build the house. We have gone through a lot. We had a war. We had everything, military, government. But my people, this time, our time, this time is for the Liberian people to make the choice. Don't let them fool you. We got too much free time. That's why you see we dancing behind people. That's why you see we dancing behind people. I know the thing they call poverty bow. When you don't get money, the people will use you. I know that. We see it in Liberia. Sometimes Ricky will say, hey, General, you just divide the money because sometimes it hide our heart. When somebody come to you and ask you for 100 liberty, you think we get it to just give it to you? No, we work for it. And also we want you to work. I bet you if we get job in Liberia, the people will work. Our girls will work, be in the street for men then to take advantage. Once we get job for them. But my people, no job. No job. We met the girls selling plenty cheap. The girls say, hey, papi, I don't want to sleep around. That's why I can sell my plenty cheap. Fine, beautiful woman. She out of high school. She been out of high school 4 years, but she can't afford it to go to college. Hey, my people. The man that you made representative yesterday, look at his life and look at your life. The man you made president yesterday, look at his life and look at your life. It not fair. Mr. Cummings, who worked for his own money, you think Mr. Cummings can go sit down somewhere and enjoy himself? Mr. Cummings not eating here for money business. Mr. Cummings not talking over and over. They tell my people now for money. God bless me. God bless me. My grandchildren will not suffer. The man say he get money for his children. He say his grandchildren. Now because my man sell bread in Looking Town, I must sell bread. I know, no. God forbid. And now because my man sold the bread and face bread, that means my own children must sell bread too. No. That is why education is important. We must give our children the education. Then we should provide the jobs. Let the business people come to Liberia. Let the Comcast in America come to Liberia and open a company for us to be called. The guys they say call center. If you go to India, that is same thing. They take the company from America, they send them to India. Then the Indian man will pick up the phone. Hello, this is Babuji. Liberian people can do it too. They can pay you the same $10 an hour. Our university children, our people will get job. But you need electricity first, and you need good internet. You calling somebody in Liberia, hello, who's this? I can't hear you. Maybe the person can hear you, you can't hear them, or you can hear the person can't hear you. Liberian people, our people suffering. Are suffering, you suffering. If we don't get it right, I will suffer. You will suffer. Mr. Cummings will suffer. And Charlie will suffer. Everybody will suffer. The only people that will not suffer are the people that who been stealing. So I will tell you today, we can't go backward, my people. God said will laugh at us. God said will help, will be committing on political suicide by re-electing corrupt officials. The thing on the wall is clear. I said I need keke. The keke boss said I can't put my job again. He's not joking. But hey, Papa, me, I can't talk. The silent voters, I know you can't talk because you thought they will fire you. But you must make the right thing. Don't say, hey, the other people just lying. They say, oh, but don't worry, they won't bring UP back to power. During the UP government, everything was fine. At least they were not stealing like this. No. That means ourselves and the whole world will laugh at us. Say, but when y'all say UP government was bad, we brought joy, then y'all won't go back again? No, we got to go forward. You know, and I know, in your heart, you know Mr. Cummings can change it. All of them are afraid of Mr. Cummings. Darius Dillon are afraid of Mr. Cummings. Yombly afraid of Mr. Cummings. Mr. Boyka afraid of Mr. Cummings. Every one of them afraid of Mr. Cummings because they can't say nothing. They can't even argue with him. That's why they will call you in the corner and say, go lie. Go cussing. None of them can tell you what they will do. The other side can tell you how they will create job, but they say they want rescue. Rescue where? Where you left us, but you want to rescue us. Where you left us at? They say they get the numbers. I want you to look in the numbers. How many people in our numbers that get job in Liberia today? We all were vexed. They have plenty consultants. Some of them are making 5,000 every month. Now we brought the CDC government. CDC government make it worse. Now because they make it worse now, we should go back to the place where they were doing the work, but they were stealing. No. We want to stop corruption. We want to stop the stealing. We want for the government official to stop stealing. Some of them waiting now to can't steal generator again. My people, I beg you, we can fix it. We can fix it, and not one man can fix it. Now Mr. Cummings said, he said, I promise you, corrupt, if you're a criminal, you can't survive on a Cummings. That's why Darius Dillon afraid. That's why Yombly afraid. That is why Edwin Snow afraid of. That is what James Barney from Maryland afraid of. That is why Alex and Tyler afraid of. Jeremiah Kuhn. And guess what's going to happen? If we bring the people back to power, 2029, forget it. 2029, they will steal the election. They will rob us. They will jail us. Imagine Prince Johnson in power, my people. Prince Johnson went on his pulpit. Hey, God, get patient. They may go on his pulpit. He start cussing Mr. Cummings. He start cussing Charlene. This is the same man who killed plenty of people. Same man who killed Michael, Mr. Doe from Hotel Africa, but he said he didn't know. We know the warrior, everybody participated in the war, but this man killed plenty of people. But in Nima County, he built one big college for himself, and Mr. Cummings built the Nima Community College Engineering Department. So you see that? So the whole thing we're doing, let us start fooling ourselves. Oh, you're ready? I say, Mr. Benete corrupt. Mr. Benete never work in government. Mr. Benete a businessman. That the same people who used to say Benete a darling ball. Today, they call him Mr. Benete. Today, they say, oh, Mr. Cummings, Mr. Benete this, Mr. Benete supporting Mr. Cummings. Yes, Mr. Benete supporting Mr. Cummings because Mr. Benete won good country. Louis Brown supporting Mr. Cummings because Louis Brown won a good government. Toga McIntosh supporting Mr. Cummings because they won good government. So if you see any corrupt politician who refuse to support Mr. Cummings, that means they won't be stealing state. You get Mandela Cooper, who ran for president. She was on Spoon the other day. She said Mr. Bwaka Maurice retired. But today she said, oh, I supported Mr. Bwaka because the people say. Because guess what? They promised her now to make her ambassador. All of them, and I promised them job. So let me ask you, it will bring the people back to power. You think 2029 going forward, they will suppress us? If you think their government good, keep your government. But I will tell you that you will feed it. I will feed it. Mr. Cummings will feed it. Because we'll be selling from Mr. Cummings' house every day. And 2029, don't worry about 2029. Worry about the one that in front of you first. My people, it's clear. Mr. Cummings, Charlene Bronski. Charlene, imagine I get a lawyer. I get a good lawyer, General Hopper. That I get will instill discipline. Then Mr. Cummings, that businessman, he knows to create job. Some of us will not let government job Mr. Cummings president. Because Mr. Cummings not bringing nobody from America to come work. Because if Mr. Cummings bring you from America and tell you, say you pay you $5,000, how you pay your bills in America? And then when you see again, Mr. Cummings will lock you up. Will make sure they take everything from you. So you'll be scared to take job under Mr. Cummings. The boy in America will be scared because some people their whole Monday bill at $5,000. Some people Monday bill at $6,000. So when you see anybody taking job, that means that person correct and ready. That means that person not retired. So taking government job to come home and work is not the thing. Plenty of people won't come home and open business. But when they come home, the government suppress them. Plenty of people sitting in America, in Europe, they retired. Some of them get a little insurance money. Some of them get a whole pension. But they're scared to come home. Some of them went home. They ran away. They came back. Some people build houses. They can't come home. They're scared. People running behind them. That's why you see when you hear the people in America, in Europe, say they want good government. That's all. And not that they want can't take government job. But some of them get 200,000. Some of them get 500,000. They want kind of do business. But by the kind of do their own people and they go right back. So some of them, you know what? I would die in America. Anywhere you die in your country. But listen, we love Liberia. We want to come home. I want to come home. And you gave me the chance today. When they say Liberia free, I'm going to do my own thing. We went there to open the us. You go to the Freeport, it's stealing from you. Tina costs $5, they will tell you that $20. Now, and I'm making the money myself. I don't get machine. And you yourself, you don't get machine. So they go steal from me. And they can't even share with you. My people will beg you. Will come in with the phone like today. Me, I just gave you my whole heart to you. I'm telling you, me, I'm not joking. I ain't get no reason to lie. I ain't get no reason, Mr. Cummings, and I'm a mind pa. So if Mr. Cummings president, it mean that I will enjoy. When Mr. Cummings president, it will make me to work harder. That means when I come to Liberia and open my core business, it will be correct. If I go to finance ministry to pay my taxes, it will be right. If I'm supposed to pay 10 cents, I'm going to pay 10 cents. Don't tell me to pay 20 cents and then you're giving 10 cent receipt. Don't tell me to pay $1, then you're going to give me 50 cent receipt and the other one go back. No, that means we can face our country. Even if you tell the woman who's selling pepper to pay the tax, she will pay it once she can see where the money going. Once she can notice that the market, she will pay. That's what we're talking about. So let everybody pay the fair share. We can't sit down there for only Lebanese men to open one store down Waterside. You think you can open store too? The government supposed to give you money. President, we are saying you're getting small business money. But he do it yet. Mr. Cummings said, if I'm president, I will do it. Mr. Cummings said, we will take $20 million and give it to small business. Because listen, let me tell you a simple thing. The man who create, you protect the man. The man who get his shop, when you get him loan, and you tell him, say, pay it back. But make sure you control the man so the man will do it. So it will empower Liberians. You can be changing money. You won't get a Forex bureau too. But you don't get money to start. I get one ball. You begin changing money and doing Loan Star, Money Mark, MTM. But the beginner can do nothing more because he needs store too. But you need almost $10,000 or $5,000 to open a store. So what happened? The fuller man is the one who buy in the US and then go sell the US to the Lebanese man. All over the country. But my people, Siddiqui, come in, Siddiqui, and tell me, maybe you got something on your mind that today I'm taking over because it's so frustrating, Siddiqui. It's frustrating. We want our people to know the truth. It's frustrating, Siddiqui.
Yeah, you're right, General. You're right. You know, it's really sad. And I've been listening to you in Central, you know, it's sad. And I want our Liberian people to listen. I'm not muted. You hear me, General?
Yes,
General,
loud and clear.
Yeah, so like I was saying,
yes.
Okay, so sorry, folks. Sorry for that little this disruption. So like I was saying, you know, it's really sad. You know, it's sad to see us going through what we are going through in our country, and it seems to bother nobody. You know, we feel like this is how it should be. After 100 and some more years, we are still backward. You know, lack of unemployment. Liberians are getting poor every day. The country is getting hard. People are suffering. And the worst part about it is that nobody seems to be concerned how to move the country forward. And in this kind of crucial time where we go to the ballot box and make the right decision for ourselves and for our country, some individuals or some people just decide to be emotional and be sentimental about the country interest and then turn it to be on that interest, on their own personal interest, which have been one of the key reasons that our country is where it is today. If you look back 2017, the likes of Prince Johnson, James Barney, you talk about from Maryland, they were all in a collaboration with the CDC, you know, all about their own interests. At the end of the day, Mr. Weah won the election. They could not achieve what they all agree on. And nothing, those agreements was about the people that they were representing. But everything was just about themselves. And have been to continue, you know, day-to-day activities of our politicians in this country. At the end of the day, what comes to my mind, General Mr. Kishan, is this: you know, the deceitfulness, the plot, the sole collaboration or supporting each other for personal interest or whatsoever, or plot, you know, that goes on in the political space. It doesn't bother those people that be doing these things. At the end of the day, the Liberian people are the victim. And it's so sad that we the people, we're not seeing it. We're not opening our eyes to say, look, these people are not in our interest. Because come to look at it, few months ago, like 2 to 3 or 4 months ago, if you go back, the same individual or group of people who were in the internet telling you that Mr. Cummings was fit to be VP. After that few period of time, they were the same group of people now wanting to be VP. How can you reconcile that? They were all in a space here. Oh, Cummings, you can't make it. We want you to be VP to JMB. That's what the Liberian people want. That propaganda, that sense of deceitfulness, knowing fully well that they themselves wanted to be VP. I hope you understand me. But just to exploit your mind, and right after Mr. Cummings could not fall for that, then they themselves start to expose themselves that they want to be VP. And at the end of the day, at some point, some of them were not choosing now. They can no longer continue with the thing that they always propagating for. And this is just a clear indication that we Liberians, we will have to open our eyes. And let me make this clear to you. God will not move from heaven and come down to talk to you, to do the right thing. It's not possible. Your fellow human being, your fellow countrymen and women will come and enlighten your minds on the reality. It is up to you. Because 2017, a lot of people did what we are doing today, to come on the radio, talk to you about the reality. You know, the incompetence of certain individual participating to be president of a country. That if you elect them, this is what you will see. The backward is in your country. And you ignore that. At the point you talk on the street, he said, you know, Bog, you know, Bog, we'll vote for you. At the end of the day, look at where we are as a country. Backwardness. Nothing have changed. Most of you printed your own t-shirt. You went in the street to rally and support Mr. Weah and his friends. But look at today, some of you still live the same place you are living. And look at the legs of Jefferson Kochi, Nathaniel McGill, and the list goes on. See some of them today, that never improved. Way better than you who get in the street to vote for them or to bring them to where they are. And, you know, at the end of the day, most of us, we don't understand that, yes, we need to graduate from this stage where we will be empowering people and then they go there to enrich themselves, to benefit, they and their family, and then our life be remain the same. This is sad. And I want Liberians to listen to us. And look, Mr. Cummings is so honest to the extent that he makes this very clear out of the time. I think about 4 to 5 months ago, Mr. Cummings had an interview on Spoon. And they asked him about the real leadership, you know, how Mr. Weah is proceeding with the country. And this is what exactly Mr. Cummings responded. He said, Senator Waterspoon, I wish Mr. Weah can change and start to do the right thing for the Liberian people. He said, even if it's cost for him to make it difficult for some of us to not be president of this country, just for the Liberian people life to be better, just for Liberians to be in power, just for children that are graduating, or our brothers and sisters that are graduating to get job doing, so that Liberians can stop being beggars in our own country. If Mr. Weah can do that and make it difficult for us to get the presidency, he said, I prefer that. So this is not about Cummings coming to the presidency. He wants your life, my life, our life as a people to be improved, to be better off. And that is why he is doing what he is doing today as a private citizen. But guess what? Because of the system that is into place, we think that he owes us. He should be doing what the government, the government should be doing. That's why he be asking, why you not doing Maryland? Why you not do this? This is a private citizen. The government is responsible to make changes or make impact in millions of the population lives. But the government is not doing that. A private citizen who have opened a STEM school, who have given scholarship in all of the private universities in the country, you're not appreciating that, who have the UNE or who build the UNE computer lab at the state-run university. You don't want to appreciate that. But guess what? You want to hold a man feet to the fire as if to say he is the elected president of the country. Some of the questions people ask me sometimes, they don't even ask George that kind of question. The man will win in the street or the sun, the rain to elect as president of the country. The question we ask a private citizen who have in his entire life benefited from no government money, we ask that man, and this is just unfair. Sometimes I said, look, this whole political time, the bar or the conversation surrounding the presidency have been lower to at least the lowest thing. Because what we should be talking is that come in, let me on this.
Go ahead. When you finish, go ahead and lay your thoughts. I thought of something.
Okay. So what I was saying is this.
Go ahead.
What we should be doing now is to ask people questions, what they can do to improve our life, what different they can do to at least make a difference in you or Mamere or Malopu or Papi Flomo in the slum communities, in the interior part of Bon County, Nimba, and the list goes on. These are questions that we should be asking. But guess what? It is the other way around. We are not asking what somebody can do. We are so concerned about popularity. Mr. Weah was the most popular individual that acceded to the presidency of our country. Where is Liberia today? 100 and some more years. We are still backward. Experience. Almost, if I sit here right now and name president that have had similar government experience, according to most of you who have talked about experience, but still this country is still backward. This is the 21st century. Other countries like Ghana, Africa, Nigeria, they don't even think about running water or electricity. But guess what? We still drawing water from the well to drink in this country. This is the 21st century. We should not be doing that. We should have running water in all of the homes in this country. But it is the other way around. Any community who are opportunity to have electricity or LEC, they even applaud the government for that because of the electricity. We don't even know how the war is working. Mr. Cummins is not coming, in the next 6 years to change all these problems. But I can assure you that everything will be on path. You will see different system or different system being put into play. In a way that nobody, all the funny people you see, so with no disrespect to them, all the funny people you see, so they want to be president, you will not see it because the bar for the presidency will be put on a higher stand. Not just anybody will come and say they want to be president because of the change, because of the changes that you will want to see in your life, and to the extent that you will want to think better. You will not want to elect people based on they met like tribe man, they met like Guillaume, they met like Pele, they met from the southeast, they met from Lofa. That will not be the conversation anymore because you know what? We will be elected, and that's why you talk about investing in the education center. And this is what he is doing by building the only STEM or international school standard. And I hope we Liberians can listen because you know what? Nobody's going to talk to you. Ghanaian men will not move from Ghana to come here and talk to you to do the right thing. Ivorian will not move from Africa to come and talk to you. It is we, the Liberian people, who will talk to you, whether you like it or not. But at the end of the day, when you open the formula, put your sentiments on the side. Political party, popularity, all these things, experience have done nothing for us. And I will take this common example before I go to the general. If you have a radio, you always wait, you listen to a radio, and then that radio uses battery. And then it comes to a point, the battery in that radio finish, it expires, you have to change it. If you take that same old battery and put it in that radio, the radio will not play. It's a fact. You have to buy a new battery and put it into that radio so that you can be able to listen to radio. But if you continue to put an old battery in a radio, it's not going to play. And so this is to tell us that if we continue to elect the same old politicians or recycling politicians, Liberia will not go forward. And at the end of the day, you will elect people in less than a year or two, you go in the street, you go protest, and then they will brutalize you. They will beat you up, put you in jail, and nothing will come out of it because what? You voted for them. And so I just want to stop there. Let's go back to the general.
Yeah, Siddiqui, you said it all. You said it all. Look, and on the show the other day, this guy called and said, look at Mr. Cummins was going to Maryland, then he passed through Ivory Coast. Oh, Mr. Cummins can't face the road from here to Maryland, not Mr. Cummins' business. Then I hate job. But guess what? President, we are not embarrassed. He can't go to the southeast. Because how he will go through Ivory Coast, that president, we are the subject to ask that question too. And you just talk about battery, Siddiqui. Forget about the radio battery. Even if you get motor car, when you get that battery, when it charge, when that battery cannot charge anymore, no matter how you charge it, in the morning you will always charge that car. That is how politicians and leaders look like. No matter how you bring the same old leaders back, they will not change. You take the red hair lazy, you put it in the water, in a river. You can keep it there for 10 years. It will never turn to that. You can bring Ellis Tyler and bring him, make him commerce minister. He will still steal. Imagine the man was speaker. He built 2 BB mansions. You bring Jeremiah Kuhn. In fact, you make it worse. So all these people, they don't have anything, no plans for Liberia. My question here, the same way you want to hold Mr. Cummins to high standard, that even his own money, the people went and stole the money from him. Then the people in the street, they say, oh, look at the Stu Ellis. When they stole Ellis Cummings' money, his own money or private money. Ask Mr. Bwaka, please show us your work for the last 12 years. Ask the UP. Say, show us something that you did. Show us something. This is what I was doing when I was president. You already know Mr. Bwaka, the government paid Mr. Bwaka almost $8.7 million when he was vice president for the 12 years. You do know that. You think it was free? You know that when the president sending something to the Senate, it can go through the vice president office. When a tie, the vice president will break the tie. You know that the vice president can go to cabinet meeting. You know that the vice president, he is the president of the Senate. So all the brown envelope that will come from the government, it can go through the vice president office to bribe the senator. Y'all know that one there. Well, Liberian people, oh, they're there for 12 years. So you're not just compensate the papi. You're not just make sure the papi be president. Then the papi will not stay too long. But look at the people that be in the papi. Okay, the papi will not stay too long. That Prince Johnson, Jeremiah Kun, Yombli Kanga, then we Moge Labirato. We say that Labrampo right, but that the people, we're looking at the job. We're looking at what they have been doing. Look at Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings in Liberia. I've challenged somebody. Show me one girl in Liberia who said they love Mr. Cummings. Because you can see Mr. Cummings doing it, your vest. You can see Mr. Cummings smoking cigar in the street, going to party with all the corrupt politicians, your vest. All of them scared of Mr. Cummings. Now, one day, Mr. Cummings yell at his driver because Mr. Cummings respect his driver. Now, one day, Mr. Cummings yell at his security. Now, one day, Mr. Cummings sent his security to go bring coffee for him. And I tell you that thing because I know Mr. Cummings' security can bring coffee for him. Coffee. They can't bring it. Mr. Cummings don't send his security in the market to go buy food. Everybody know their responsibility. That's what I say. Mr. Cummings respect the people who do the work. Whole day our policemen taking $5, then you vest. The policemen take 100 labor, then you vest. Because the policemen get plenty of children, you got to feed them. The government, the police director making thousands. Why that man making only 100? But we want for the men to be in the street in the night to save us. I saw Liberian causing a policeman. The man, the old man sweeping the place. They dropping dead. Eh? You go to the supermarket in Cinco. You get a white guy standing over the people, looking at them while they're serving, while they checking everything. But when month end, he tell them, say, oh, you got to wait for next week. What kind of country that when month end, then you tell me to wait? So I'm not supposed to eat. Then when you go to labor ministry, they say, oh, you know, and I eat this and just hold a job. Steve Banner still making $10, $15, my people. That's what Mr. Cummings said we won't pay a living wage. When the papa is sweeping our street, he will know how to use his money. My people, we beg you. We saying it, we beg you. This election is important. This election, pray to God. Let's get it right. If you just sit down and you don't think and you vote because you see your friend voting, you know what your friend going through. When you see the man running down the road, the man get on necktie, ain't mean that man go look for a job. Maybe he thought that I join that man. You can't be in the water, then you worry about getting wet. We're already suffering. Making the right decision will not kill us. Making the right decision will not kill us. We all know, you know, and I know that Mr. Cummings is the right man. You know very well. All the questions they can ask Mr. Cummings, they can't ask Mr. Bwaka, they can't ask Mr. Weah. None of them will go on radio station. When the last time Mr. Bwaka went on the radio station to tell us what he would do when he's president? When was the last time Mr. Bwaka went to the Southeast, Maryland, Sano, River G, Grand G, and River Cess, Grand Crew? Mr. Bwaka have never stepped his foot there. When the last time Mr. Parker went in District 2? Just recently. When the last time Mr. Parker came to your district and said, thank you for voting? But Mr. Cummings now go to all the 17 districts in Montserrat alone. Mr. Cummings now go to all the districts in Liberia, 73 districts. Mr. Cummings going there because you know what? Mr. Cummings believe that if you in Maryland, you don't need to come to Monrovia for your paycheck. When you in Grand Gita, you must have the same access to telephone and internet. That is why Mr. Cummings going around. That is why Mr. Cummings said my administration, my superintendent will be powerful, just a minister. The superintendent just there. Senator and representative collecting development fund and they eating it. Why would you get senator 30,000? Then we get representative 30,000 every year. Just for them to go in their own district. Then they're making $10,000 on it. They get $2,000 for scholarship. But they didn't get one student sent to school. By the time they get in politics, oh, I get a John Brown Foundation. Where were you before? They get other good Liberians want to run. But why now? Why you wasted all the time? We need the competition. Tiawan Gonglo been living in Liberia. And he wanted to be president. He was going to start long time. Because he lived in Liberia. So, y'all tell us now. Me, I stay confused here. I love Mr. Parker. I like Mr. Parker. I don't love him, but I like him as a civil servant, as a public official. Yes, thank God he served Liberia. I respect people who serve. But when your time rich, you can't make it. You can't make it. You chase the black car in a day. The sun hot. You can't find a car. Like in a day, you find a car. Mr. Parker was there for 12 years. 2016, the people say they don't want him. So what make you think that Mr. Barker can do better now? Instead, Mr. Barker sat down for 6 years. He tells nothing today. The whole country jailed that was Ara. Then Joe Yakin with Ara. It took President we are 9 months to come up with a blueprint, the PPPP. But it also took President we are 1 year, 3 months to build all his houses. It took Nathaniel Maggie 6 months to build his mansion. Look at Beaufort Chimos today. His own district, there is nothing in his district in Maryland. But today, Beaufort Chimos living in Monrovia like a king. Look at Ellistar. Look at all these people. Look at the president pro tem. My people that taxpayer money they using. President, we have took all the group of people and carried to Israel that taxpayer money. The private jet that President we have been flying for the last 6 years. Thompson and see that how much it costs just to go back in Ghana. But President we went there and took picture with the Israeli Prime Minister and they gave him a picture frame. What is the benefit? Suppose every time the president traveled, they kind of lied to us. My people, don't let nobody fool you this time around. If this government will get anything, it will be after the election. Nobody promising Liberia right now. Nobody. But because they won't use some of the Israelis and networking guys that will come and hack our election, that's why they carry Eugene Nangwe. He the man from Maritime to pay the money. They carry the finance minister. They carry the deputy finance minister. They carry Thomas Fala. They carry the deputy speaker. They carry Eugene, the information minister. They carry Fina. All the people they went on free separate. Why our children suffering? Then they said they go pray to God. My people, God ain't no ugly thing. The other time they pray to God, they won the election. But they forget that the same Bible say, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not fornicate. And every one of them doing it. Then you're one for God. I myself will challenge God. I really want to see what God can do. If God won't tell me that bad people better than good people, I won't see it for my own eye they coming election. So ourselves now will challenge God. Because I know that we're praying to God every day for Liberia. Our pastors, they're bending down the president. My people, that is spiritual. The pastor bending down to the president. The bishop taking his stick and giving it to the president. The president and pastor bring us in a pastor. You need God get patient. God get patient. Let's open the phone line, Sidiki. Please, you are free. And also, I want to send this announcement out. If you're out there and you want to be part of this show, or woman, or girl, or boy, we're not talking about politician. I'm not here to bring Louis Brown on my show, or bring Mr. Ability on this show, or bring Mr. Cummings. We know them already. I want to hear from you, the young person, whether you're in the intellectual center and you want to be part of this show. Please contact Sidiki. I will bring you on. I want to hear from you. I want to hear from somebody. Even if you're in West Point, you anywhere, and you can't make it, I will send for you. You will come to the studio. Come and express yourself. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't want them to see your face, Sidiki, contact Sidiki or Shedra, or young man, or young woman, somebody who going through times, who want to see change. You want to be part of this show, I will bring you on. This is your show. This show enough for no bishop. Enough for no bishop. You drinking your tire, you can come up here and talk. So they will open the phone line. Please just hit the issue. If you're supporting Peter, just tell us for Peter. Don't waste too much time. Don't tell me hello because I didn't tell you hello. Just say hello and start talking. 30 seconds, 1 minute, and that's it. Go ahead, Sidiki.
Okay, folks. So we're going to announce the phone numbers, and then you can put in your calls. So if you want to participate on the show, you can 0776-339-898 or 0255-22-38-27 or 0776-339-898 0255-22-38-27. Let's go to Sanctuary and announce the number.
0770-727572. We have the first caller on the line. Hello, caller. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good afternoon, gentlemen in the studio. Let me say bravo to you guys. Sidiki, you guys have said it all. We are sitting quietly and monitoring the process. By the way, I'm Jeremiah Siabu, Foundation number 6, Liberty Party Foundation number 6 coordinator. You know, we are telling people over and over again that Alexander Benny Cummings and Charlie are the only people that are fully prepared to change this country. Besides Alexander Cummings and Charlie Bronski, no other person that is more prepared as compared to these two people.
Okay,
So
thank you.
Let's take a call from here. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where you calling from? Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Thank you. Thank you so kindly for the show. Well, my name is Sean Biggie Jr. and I join you from
Hold on.
You know, the problem about the folks from the ANC is like this. You know, you people
Hold on,
just
yeah. Hold on, please.
leaders to being active to say they are
Just hold on, please.
relevant. Or the only person that you think that is relevant is Mr. Kumi. Thinking that you can be your people will be able to
Hold on.
be educated and reputable with the ordinary people.
Okay, thank you very much. And okay, that's good. Sidiki, we can't waste that.
Okay, thank you. Let's take this other caller. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Sidiki, let me say this. Okay, the message is clear. We don't have to.
Yeah, don't tell it, sir. Hello? Yeah, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hello, you? Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you live.
Yeah, my name is Jan from Indiana. Well, I want to say thank you this morning for the expose so far. Yeah, Nigerian people, you know, think about 6 years from now, how your 2-year-old child will be. What you want for your 2-year-old child to be like after 6 years from now. You know, that's the kind of thing you need to be thinking about going to this election. You know, you cannot continue to elect the same people and you expect your 6-year-old or your 5-year-old child to become better after 6 years. 6 years is not a small number for you to just emphasize it, you know, by electing any kind of people because that person has been in government for the length of time and nothing to show up. You know, so we have to be very careful how we go to this election. This election is not about us, it's about our future, the future of our country. We are bringing from the planet Earth.
Thank you.
We the people now we have to be careful how we go
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
we
you.
take another caller.
All right.
Caller, your name and where are you calling from?
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Central, good afternoon to my good friends in general. I'm Lawrence Spencer. I'm in Johnsonville Township. You know, I want to appreciate you guys for the program. Especially the rest of you. No, I want to say something to the people, right? Do not be carried away by the rural noise. Those are all who bang you grew up out of like what we recently talking to our people, encouraging them to keep our life that Mr. Kumi is coming with reaction. I think the view out there is totally different. The quote unquote few intellectuals who say that
What happened? I can't hear the man.
all to the party of Pablo in our rural community. Let's make our duty to educate our people. Because, for example, you guys talking about the country or the propaganda about Mr. Kumi character and all of that. If we do, there's these things in the community, like let's say what they get consistently, you get to believe it. So there's one you, Shaka, and the general say, all of us who want to go, especially to go in the rural communities to make our food, all things like this is the air propaganda because our opponent can nothing against Mr. Kumi, and it's all intended to create it.
Okay, thank you, Spencer. We get another caller on the line. Hello, caller. Your name, where are you calling from? You need to lower your monitor, please.
Okay, better now. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I listened to the show, and I want to say thank you for the job. Well done. And realistically speaking, we want to be objective about our country leadership for all of sentiment. It's no doubt that the best option is Henry Kumi. But Liberia is a gullible society where people are moved by what they see around them. But if you want the progress, the productivity of this country to be among other nations competing, moving forward, as Henry Kumi is the best way forward.
Thank you.
So,
Okay. So let's take this caller on the line. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Are you calling for? You have 3 seconds. Yeah, what's your name? Are you calling for? You have 3 seconds. Yeah, go ahead. You have 3 seconds.
my name is Evan Toba, and I joined from my district fast to be precise around the Dillon Avenue. Thank you for the panelists. You are saying, what we need to do as Liberians, men and women in our country, we should vote wisely. And urging all Liberians, whether from the whole opposition that I urge each and every one of them to vote for JNB. What I mean is the future of Liberia.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Let's take this other caller on the roster now. Caller, good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, Leo, calling from Sacred Pier. You are live on 2FM on the General Show. You have a few seconds. Thank you. Sandra, you have a call there. Let's take this other call from there.
Where are you calling from?
No, wait.
I'm James B. Clay, calling from Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to be grateful for the leader we have for now. But I see Liberian people, they just complain until we can know now who to take. This leader is doing well, Liberians. Let us please go hand around this leader.
Okay, thank you. We get another call. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, hello.
Hello, your name, where are you calling from?
My name is Solomon Sanders, and I joined the call from Jerry Junction. I want to do things to the general or things to Shepherd and Siliki. Just a way in. You see see this country, we don't need rocket scientists to come and tell us that Mr. Comey is the best person for Liberia. And secondly, when will not come down from heaven, I know to rule us himself, but he has sent a president who knows how to manage wealth and how to anything. Now, looking at Mr. Comey's past record, I mean, the man managed money that is far beyond Liberia budget. I mean, about 2 billion. So the question we should be asking ourselves,
Okay, thank you, Solomon. We get another call.
Yeah, we have a caller. Good afternoon, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay. Okay, make your point.
Okay, yeah, I got.
Okay. Yeah, but we're dealing with time. We're almost exhausted. So, yeah, we'll take you another time. I already get a point. Here. Let's take this last caller. We'll go back to the general because we already exhausted our time. Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What the guy says, CD?
April Johnson. Yeah, you have a few seconds. Oh, my man, sorry. You know, okay, I miss you why you're normal anyway. I will call you after the show, right? Yeah, Tony, sorry, I will call you right after the show, brother. Thank you. Okay, so we'll go back to the general because we've already exhausted the time. So, generally, listen to most of the callers. You can respond because we already exhausted the.
Yes, the last guy before the last. What the other guy? What he was saying something, but I never understand.
He said he's a sedition calling for not. What he said his name is Teddy, and he was talking about where you spoke about the president's visit to Israel, in terms of the hijacking of the election. So he said that was not true.
He disagree.
You hear me?
Okay. Well, you see what I love about us. Yes, I got you loud and clear.
Okay.
And to our Liberian people, when we give information, you see, I'm not stranger to my country. I was in the war. I went through the war. We suffered. We ate pan cabbage. We ate Baba John. We did everything. When the war was coming to Liberia, we didn't believe it. People say, oh, the rebel coming, we said Allah. When Ebola started, we said Allah. When the COVID came again, we said Allah because we don't believe anything. We're saying it now. Every certain government, if you don't know, every certain government, when they want to steal election, you will see it for yourself. Because they know in themselves, they didn't do nothing good already. So they will try to suppress the election. Today, they are the things that yet. The campaign has not started, but the running campaign, they already start spending money. So my Liberian people, when they bring it to you, eat it. We can't bring CDC back to power. CDC, look, if CDC wanted to get to remain in power, they were going to do the good things. They were going to do good. Even if they do good, we'll stay contest against them. But at least they do the good thing. But then do it. And then the other people who want to come back, they're not even telling us what they did wrong. So you see, this is my problem with the UP people. 2017, they refused to tell us what Ellen did good and what was bad. Because for you to fix something, you must know the problem. You must recognize your problem. For us, in the ANC and the CPP, we recognize that Mr. Cummings took 5th place in the election. We recognize that Mr. Cummings has 7%. That what gave us the strength to campaign more. But the other people refused to accept the good things that Unity Party did. Then they were going to work on the bad ones. But today, they won't tell you at least beg arrest what $20. No, they're not at least business. They ain't get no ideas. We cannot remove bad person for another bad person. No. Leadership, you must always come in with new ideas. Mr. Cummings is the guy who is ready and prepared to take the young people into the 21st century, into a world where other countries is already in there. My people, our country need to be transformed. Our country need to be changed. Mr. Cummings' agenda is for you and myself. Enough for Edwin Snow. Enough for Darius Dillon. Enough for President Weah. Enough for Mr. Obaka. All of them scared of Mr. Cummings. We need debate. Because every one of them, they gang on one side and they want job. Look at the team that they put together. They throw the Mandigo man away. They throw the Muslim people away. They ain't even get no handicap in our group. Eh? Why? What kind of country that? Why you want to devour our country? Why? Look, we are proud of our candidates. That is why we talk like this. We believe that these people can work with us, you and myself, to make Liberia a better place for our children. They can work for us. We can get free education in Liberia from ABC to 12th grade. We need free education right now in college. We can all manage. We need technical school. We need to take our children from the street and teach them to be a mechanic. We can teach them to be a good carpenter. We can teach them to be a masoner. You need no extra education because you can't look at a man who is 40 years old and tell him to go back to school. Even a man go to school, you can teach a man how to fix bricks. You can teach a man how to change oil, and that man can live on his own. That is what we're talking about. We're not talking about giving our children 5,000, then the next day, plenty of them die, then they're taking drugs all in the street. We're not talking about giving them motorbike so they will kill themselves with no law and order. But you can train them. You can do it in 5 years. But President Weah refused to do it, and we will do it. President Weah refused to look at the disadvantaged youth, to change their life around, to open a community school for them. How can you take somebody from the street and you expect them to go to school and they ain't get food to eat? They ain't get a place to sleep. They will sell the books if you give it to them. But you need to empower them. After they graduate, they will work for government at least 2 years. They can go to GSA and be mechanic. You can spread them all over the place to all the ministries. They will change tires. Some of them will be fixing furniture for the school, for all the ministries. You can teach a man to be a carpenter, whether he go to school or not. That's what people are talking about. That is what we're talking about. Not to just take the man from the street and push him somewhere to go sleep, but he ain't got no life. That is what we're talking about.
Yeah, Mr. Kishan.
That is what Mr. Cummings wants to do. Thank you very much. Siddiqui, take it from there, close up. And next week, please, if you want to be part of this show, contact Siddiqui and we'll bring you on.
So, folks, that's how we come to the end of the program. I want to say thank you to all of you that are making your call. You know, whether against or for, we appreciate all of you. And have yourself a wonderful weekend. We'll be here on Monday of next week. But let's go to Sancho. Let me give you a closing statement, then we'll close the show. Sancho.
Those that are making their call, we say thank you. All work to change Liberia. George Weah is a serious embarrassment to this nation. Let us all pull him around Mr. Cummings to make him the next president. Thank you.
Okay, folks. So, like I said to you, that's how we come to the end. We are getting information that the Unity Party arriving in Bon County with a poor attendance. And as we speak right now, they have to lie yesterday with a propaganda that, you know, the CPP NEMA chapter endorsed them, which is a false. You know, I don't get the UP sometimes. You said this CPP not going nowhere. They are 7%. But you wishing for their supporters to join you. I don't get it. On a falsehood basis. I don't even know who they're trying to deceive. But as it stands right now, they arrive in Bon County. That's why they're not going live, because it's poorly attended. The people say, look, here in Yala have already show us a direction, and we are supporting the CPP fixer 1 and fixer 2, and the people have resolved. That's why they're rejecting it right now in Bokane. So that is it. See you on Monday at 12 o'clock to 1:30 on the General Show. Have yourself a wonderful week. We'll take our closing song, which was sung by Sunday Gadiabo in honor of Fixer 2. So have yourself a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Leader of Liberia Camp, October 10, 2023. I love.
If I join your party that fall, that why you call us me? I think you call us me with everybody.
A was Munel Kishen, aka the General, family for a summer extravaganza 2023, July 21st to the 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. It is a fundraiser. We must protect our vote. On Friday, it's a meet and greet. On Saturday, a mini tournament. And on Saturday, there will be a ball where we'll have the fundraiser. And on Sunday, we will have a church service at the Tabernacle Baptist Church. And also, we will have a cookout. Come and support your candidate, Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky. The Fixer 1 and Fixer 2. Come with the money. Come with the checkbook. I will see you in Rhode Island. Your MC is Munel Kishen, aka the General. So come, let us put our money where our mouth is. We must support Alex Cummings and Charlene Bronsky as the next leader of Liberia Camp, October 10, 2023. I love you all. CPP, ANC, Liberty Party, all the way.
My Liberian people, who you want? Our market me cry, who you want? Yana boss are crying, who you want? Baby, call me, that who you want?
Okay, thank you. Today we received 12 calls. Out of the 12 calls, 8 of these calls came for ABC, and 3 came for JMB, and the other 2 for CDC. What I'm saying, I'm telling you something today. I don't believe in these things. I don't believe in it. Because you know what? This is not how you conduct pool. But it's good for people to call. You can't tell me that Shadrach making a call to his friends, because at the same time, I see and UP and other people calling Shadrach phone. So this is how they do it. I don't believe, because I see them doing it. I can sit on the show and Everybody call this show, majority will be Mr. Cummings. But this is how a poll is conducted. I will make the call to individuals. I will make the calls, and then I ask them questions, and then I take note. The so-called corrupt people who say they got a big radio station, that is what it's supposed to do. And I'll be honest with you, if I had the money, I would do it. I would just go to Lone Star and just take maybe 100 telephone numbers, random numbers, and then pay people to make the calls to all the counties. And then you will know how you stand it. But you say, oh, hello, my name is Moruba Keseli. I call in, I support JMB. Bam. Hello, my name is Fayatamba. I'm supporting JMB. Bam. What my name Fire Clo Joe. I'm supporting JMB. The same person calling with the same name, with different names and the same voice. Then you say, oh, calling to all the polls that you think we stupid here? You think we dumb? No, we're not. So there, yeah. I mark everything down when they call. Everything. And people, we're not here for the petty games. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who called. I heard the names. There's another guy who called 2 times. And we tell them over and over, you supporting Mr. Bwaka, say it. Don't go all around the place. Oh, you're in the studio there. You're criticizing Mr. Bwaka. You're criticizing this. Just tell us who you voted for. Okay. This person asked this question here. This person said, how many Liberians on the ground are really listening to this and all other political platforms? BEG, CPP, ANC. The groundwork is where the strategy for victory lies. Motivate the youth to organize the movement for Cummings and Charlie, the Fixer team. God bless the Fixer team. This is what he's saying, which is truth. We need to get on the ground. We need to vote. And I will say this, I put this thing here up so you can see it for yourself. Right now, I will be honest with you. Not too many people listen to radio. Unless you're sitting in a car where the taxi driver playing his station or you driving. Nobody like before for the last 3 years had a little small radio they're selling and a radio playing. They can't afford to charge it. The hustling. For you to listen to radio in Liberia, you must sit down and be enjoying yourself. But no more again. So the radio too is just like the internet. All the people in Liberia get BB phone. Some of them go online, get the information, some of them don't. But the real deal is to go foot soldier, is to go from door to door, is to have campaigning, talk to the people, knock on the doors, tell them. If you don't, you're not ready. Yes, people will call the radio station, but they're not plenty. People listen to the radio station. Sometimes by mistake, they listen to the station. They call me and they say, oh, my man, I hear your voice. You on radio? Yes. Then maybe another 50 person watching that person, 50 person can put it on the page. I must say I put it on my page. Some people watch it after, those who can get on the internet. But I'm not concerned about people in Liberia, in America here. People in America just want the news. My concern is Liberia. We must put foot on the ground. We got to go back. If you decide, I know some people are afraid to go because of the election. But hey, that's what we sign up for. I registered to can't sit down. I register, I gotta go back to cast my foot. And I will stay there until the election is over. I know it's gonna be tough, but these are the sacrifices that we we chose to make. These are the sacrifices that we chose to make. You must deprive yourself to get something if you want to see a better Liberia. I want to go home and open my business too. I want to go home and do something. So these are so many things that we're fighting for. That sometimes we got to suppress ourselves. We spend money to buy gadgets, to pay for the internet, to pay for everything. That is what we struggle for. It's all part of it. Yes, the ANC Global will help you. The CPP will help you. They will pay certain things. People will help you. But you yourself is a sacrifice. I get up in the morning. I get up every morning, 8 o'clock, 7, 6 o'clock to prepare to be able to get on radio. It's 3 days a week. And also when I get on, I wake you up for you to look at me and listen to me. If I was lying, you're not listening to me. And 2, if I were cursing, I will get more people because they won't know I can curse. If I cursing people here every day, you will see how many people will want to come out. Yeah? Once I cursing people, you see people coming. Oh, they want your money cursing. No, we're not going to do it. It's almost like you're in the church. By the time you go live, even if people are watching when you go live, when they notice at church, they go different place. So I don't know how some people can get 10,000 votes and 10,000 views. I look at CNN. CNN second get 1,000. You think a small thing for people for 100 people to watch you whole day? They're looking. The money I would take to buy views, I can do something with it. Don't get me wrong. Views is there to promote your show. But what I'm making on the show, I'm going to promote the show. What I'm making. You buy views so people will come and advertise with you. But that's the point, yeah. Look, I'm in this position where a lot of people see my show. A lot of people listen to me. People inbox me. And they tell me, say, my man, I saw your show. And I'm happy. I'm happy. So you can see 25 person watching. You can see 50. You can see this. I'm not going to kill myself more than that. I'm not going to put bullet to people here and say, can't listen to the show. No. Because the people that are watching, once they put it on their page, somebody will watch it. I will not see them. Yeah. So you also can watch it on YouTube. If you're on Twitter, when you follow me on Twitter, you will see it. If you get WhatsApp, you will see it. If you're on Instagram, you will see it. If you go to the general page, you will see it. So we try to spread it all over. And this show will continue until the election is over. We got the opportunity to go 5 days a week, but for now, we're going 3 days a week. Soon we'll be going 5 days a week. So thank you very much. God bless you. Have a good weekend. It's TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday.
Your party that full. Now why you call us me? I think you call us me with everybody. My Liberian people, who you want?
Hey, what's up? This is Munel Kishen, aka the General. Join me in Providence with the ANC Global East Coast family for a summer extravaganza 2023, July 21st to the 23rd in Providence, Rhode Island. It is a fundraiser. We must protect our vote. On Friday, it's a meet and greet. On Saturday, a meeting. And on Saturday, will be a ball where we have freezer. And on Sunday, we will have a church service at the Tabernacle Baptist Church. And the ANC. Come and support your candidate, Alexander Cummings and Charlene Bromsky. The Fixer 1 and Fixer 2. Come with the money. Come with the checkbook. I will see you in Rhode Island. Your MC is Munel Kishen, aka the General. So come, let us put our money where our mouth is. We must support Alex Cummings and Charlene Bromsky as the next leader of Liberia come October 10, 2023. I love you all. CPP, ANC, Labour Party, all the way.